welcome back to Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha. This is a pick a card reading to find out a message for you. I've got 6 groups for you to choose from today. Group 1 is the Hermit. Group 2 is the 10 of Wands. Group 3 is the 3 of Swords. Group 4 is the 8 of Wands. Group 5 is the Devil. And Group 6 is the 2 of Swords. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice. Otherwise, I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be below. This is your reading if you chose Group 1 and the Hermit. If you chose Group 1 with the Hermit, then you need to stop trying to see what other people are doing. Seems like they've shut you out and they've really just tried to keep you away from them, but you still spy on them, like you still want to know what they're doing. And it seems like your spirit guides and your sense of right and wrong is just guiding you to have a life of loneliness anyway. It's like you don't even like people anyway. So yeah, stop watching their YouTube channels, stop calling them, stop texting them, stop checking their Snapchat, stop checking their stories, stop checking the feed, stop going outside and people watching. Stop trying to have the kind of job where you'll meet people. Stop thinking you're going to find it different in the future, like you're not going to be an introvert or you're not going to prefer your own company. It feels like you should prefer your own company and you should just get off on your own. And do what you're doing on your own and follow your own path and stop getting distracted by what others are doing. You've got distracted at least 7 times this lifetime by somebody who's like, hey, I've got a pet goldfish. My goldfish is better than your cat. And you're like, no, it's not. No, it's not. I love my pet cat. But then eventually you get convinced you should get a goldfish and then you give all the attention to the goldfish and the cat hates you. And it's like, should you have just had fun playing with your cat? Yes, you should have done. So yeah, I feel like you should stay by yourself more. So you can avoid their ways and their speaking habits and the way they behave and trying to adopt new mannerisms and cultures every 5 minutes, because it just seems like you could have had something to yourself, which is like the keys to your own place where you have peace of mind and calm. But instead you waited for something else and you were looking at what others had and feeling jealous. Or trying to check up on them or tell them what to do or something. You just shouldn't have, you just should have got on with your own business. So from now, just get on with your own business, stop knowing what others are doing, you shouldn't know what they're doing. You need to get off the internet and have a dark night of the soul. Just by yourself, you just be on your own in the night time, without anyone else around you. You might have a really good friend who communicates with you and it's like, let's meet up so-and-so place. And that's really good, but yeah, otherwise I don't think you really need to be around people. And stop trying to beg friends or people. Some people have just said to you, I don't want to be your friend. And you need to leave them alone. It's really rude. It's not like they're not being kind to you. They're being kind to you, but then they just get to the point where I'm going to kill you if you don't stop coming around my house without permission. Do you get it? Someone doesn't get it. It's you're not fit for people if you don't get things like that. If they said to you, I don't like you, I will never speak to you again. Then you're like, hi, are you okay? The next day, did you not get what they said? They said, I don't want to speak to you ever again. Could have just left them alone, but no, you kept going after them and after them and after them. Turn your head around. You just need to turn your head around and focus on your own business, okay? Alright, bye Group 1. This reading is for you if you chose Group 2, and if you chose Group 2, there are too many really fake people around you. There's too many people who are really lying to you and they're not telling you the truth, they're not trustworthy, they're too aggravated, their feelings are really hurt all the time. They're trying to attach to you and bond to you too much. And it feels like there are forces at work just trying to keep you where you are and bury you into the ground. Once you fall into the ground and your life's terrible, these people would stop stalking you and attacking you and trying to drain your energy. But until then, they'll keep trying. So yeah, the more you're asleep and the more you're drained and tired and doing nothing, the less they're going to try and come for you and attack you. Just so you know. And I feel like the solution for you is to let go of all your stuff. You've got too much stuff, you've got so many things, they're not even nice. And you could just let go of it all and walk on and walk away with all of it gone. And I feel like you want to keep too many things. You just want to keep 1 or 2 too many scarves even. And you just shouldn't. You should get rid of all of it. You should sell all of it. And it's not going to be very good money, but I just feel like otherwise you're going to sink. Someone's sinking in credit card debt. You've got too many debts. You don't know what to do about it. And you can't even see the problem. You can't even see how bad it's going to get next month when the interest goes up or something because you haven't read the letters. They keep sending you letters you're going to have your interest double and it's going to be this much per month, but you just haven't read it and you feel ignoring it. And you're drowning under fake communications from friends and and things like that. There's someone who's like, fine then, all the time, and it's so draining. Like, I just don't know why they have to be around you all the time. I don't know why you have to know they exist. I don't know why they have to be there, and I don't know why you always have to like worry about your hair and your car and things like that. I don't know why you couldn't just like sell it all. But for someone, the advice would be like, get a car and sell your things. Just like drive off in your car somewhere, and you maybe have one suitcase, and that's it. I'm seeing like one suitcase and maybe another suitcase, but that seems like too much already. One suitcase only seems like the right amount of stuff. And it seems like not a very big suitcase as well. It's quite a small one, and it seems like your clothes are like rolled up really carefully. And you just have one sponge bag, and then you have something like your shoes on your feet, and everything else you're wearing it already. And then you have your car, and it's like maybe there's like one other bag in your car or two, but you should load up the car soon rather than later. It feels like it's time for you to get on top of it. Because otherwise, I feel like you might be buried. Someone, your house is falling down, it's subsiding or something, you need to sell it, and you've been told so many times, but you just haven't sold your house. And someone you need to crash out and just go to sleep because you've got too many tasks to do, and you do have to finish them all, but I feel like you might have to just like throw some away and say, I'm never doing this, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this, and just like go somewhere. If you have to go somewhere with all your stuff, go somewhere with all your stuff. It's not that big of a deal, just like throw your stuff or go somewhere with all your stuff, and then get a car and drive away. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, group 2. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you like a personal reading, the information will be below. I might not be doing many in the future, but thank you for watching anyway. See you soon. Bye. For you if you chose group 3 with the 3 of Swords. If you chose group 3 with the 3 of Swords, I'm sorry, but it feels like there may be someone close to you who tells you there's something wrong in their life. I want to say his. And he may be telling you something really serious, like he's dying, or he's going to prison or something like that. So it feels really upsetting, and there's not really anything you can say except you're really sorry. And it feels like one of those moments where you just cry together, and it's really sad. So I'm sorry for the bad news if that's you. There's also something coming through about a storm, and you can't really prepare yourself for how cold it's going to be outside. There aren't enough layers in the world you could wear to prepare for how cold it's going to be. And there aren't enough bulletproof vests or stab-proof vests in the world to prepare for how bad it would be if someone stabbed you in the back who was close to you. I feel like the energy of someone you trust, or you want to trust, who's maybe they're like accidentally getting you in trouble. It's not their fault, but it's just like you shouldn't trust them anyway. But it's not their fault. It's like, say if your friend was like, hey, you can stay in my car, don't worry, you can just like sit in my car for a while, don't worry, chill in my car, it's cool. And then their car gets towed, and it's like, oh dear, you're just in the car getting towed. Or yeah, they say you can stay in my house or something, and when you actually go to the house and try and stay in the house, you get a problem because you're staying in the house. They just didn't tell you something like, you can stay in my house, but the police might turn up because they did an armed robbery yesterday, and they might be like coming and they might be wanting me. They just didn't tell you something, and it's making your life a bit difficult if you trust them. I also feel like crying and sadness leads to, for someone, £1 million, there's like £1 million in your sign. And you're crying, it's something that you'll do when you're sad only, like painting or drawing, or I don't know, like running or something. I don't know, this is something you do when you're sad only. Maybe knitting or something, and it's really profitable for you, it's actually valuable. There's something you can let go of that's like a piece of fabric that feels ruined. It's maybe a coat or a bag or a towel or something like that, and it feels like when you let go of it, you'll feel a lot better. But there's something about the presence of it that makes you feel better right now. So it's hard to let go of things, but I feel like once you let go of things, you will feel better. It's just the actual process of letting go that's really turbulent. It feels really upsetting, like, to have to say goodbye to something that is needing to go, but is still just sad. And same if you're ending a relationship, there might be a relationship ending. And it's really sad to go, but you just both have to end it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading, or at least I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and if you'd like personal reading, get in touch. The information will be below. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the 8 of Wands, group 4. If you chose the 8 of Wands, it seems like you're really tangled up in a lot of people's drama. and a lot of people and a big social circle, and it feels like there are some interesting people, there are some hits. There's someone who gets you excited, there's someone who's good looking. There are some really fake people though, there are some people who you can't trust at all. There are some people who are really distracting, and I feel like you have a lot of distractions around you. You have a lot of things around you, and you have a lot of tasks on your to-do list. And it seems like there's some that you can just maybe leave till later. There are some things that you could probably just throw in the bin that you wouldn't miss. But there's something really important that you need to focus on that seems like really amazing. For someone, there's a pregnancy and you'll feel like, yay, it's a boy, or something like that when you notice. For someone, there's something worth a lot of money around your house. Something like a piece of jewellery or a car or a toy, like a rare limited edition toy. Or something else like a hero item around your house that's worth a lot of money. But it seems like you have to go and untangle loads of wires for you to find it. Like you have to go through all your old technology. And maybe there's one wire that's like copper or gold or something and it's worth lots of money. But you have to actually like go through all the effort to list it for sale, like try and find a place to sell it. And you need energy, you need lots of energy. But I want you to remember there's just lots of little things for you to do. There are some big things for you to do, but the more you take care of them, the less there'll be to do. And it seems like you have so much that you're like swimming in deadlines and swimming in tasks. So if you can just even clear one today, then you'll feel better. But it feels like you need to do like 2 or 3 things a day. And if you can just manage to budget like 2 or 3 things a day off your to-do list, you'll be fine. So yeah, get busy, get active. It feels like there's a lot to do, there's a lot to know. There are lots of people you can speak to, but I feel like lots of them are snakes. Lots of them really aren't trustworthy. And it feels like there's like a blockage between you and someone who is good for you to talk to right now. But you've both like noticed each other, you're both aware of each other, but it feels like they might have to do a few things before they can come around to you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. Thanks for watching, bye. This message is for you if you chose the devil in group 5. If you chose the devil, it feels like you may have too much in your system, like drink or drugs, or something like someone else's annoying habits that you've learned and a negative way of thinking and speaking. And it seems like you've been programmed with something growing up. It might be like religion or something like that. It's like drinking soft drinks instead of water, or having heroin instead of sleep, or something like that. And it feels like you've got some habits that aren't good for you, and people who aren't very good for you have raised you and told you how to behave and told you who to be in life. And I'm feeling like you have almost, it's like almost a resonance with these readings, but you're just like too tired or you're too high on the drugs. I feel like you're not giving the best impression to people. Like they look at you and they think you're like far away, not in the room, like you're in like another universe. And you look a bit like downtrodden and a bit rough. And I think you wouldn't if you didn't have the addiction, if you weren't drinking, if you weren't smoking so much or something like that. So try and come down off the drugs that you're doing, especially heavy drugs. But even like tobacco and things like that, because I feel like you just seem like you're a bit like psycho to others. They just think you're a bit weird. They think you're a bit spaced out. They think you're like on ecstasy all the time or something. You might want to try and look at people when they're speaking to you as well. It might help, or it might just let them know that you're just like a victim of abuse. Because for someone, you're a trauma victim, and I think other people look at you and think you're on heroin or something. Or they think you're an alcoholic, but it's just the trauma that you've been through. And I think they would know it more if you looked in their eyes. Because you are quite okay if you just get into your... There's like a special magic place you can go into where you feel really happy. And you're just doing what's good for you, but I feel like it's hard for you to say like keep a job. Because you're making a bit of a weird impression. It's like you're drunk or you're not like with it 100%. Or you look tired all the time, you look like you don't sleep and you always pull all-nighters. And yeah, I feel like people have picked up on it, and it's maybe like a job you didn't get to keep for as long because you were always really tired and you were like looking the wrong way. Not looking people in the eye and seeming like goofy and not with it. So try and sober up, try and really, really, really sober up. And if you need medical attention, go and get some medical attention, because someone you might be beaten and abused and not receiving any help for it. Just trying to get through life and trying to deal with all your tasks, but you're like really tired and heavily abused or like heavily drugged. Heavy drugs in somebody's system, including like psychoactive drugs from a doctor. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you'd like a personal reading, get in touch. The information will be below. Bye. This is your reading if you chose group 6 with the Two of Swords. And if you chose group 6 with the Two of Swords, seems like there's something difficult to deal with that you just need to juggle. Like you just need to balance, you just need to see if you can catch things as they fall and take breaks when you can take breaks and manage your energy and time as well as you can. It seems like a good time to just stay well dressed and stay hydrated and try and act without thinking as much as possible. Try and be divinely guided and intuitive. So you can just bat away problems, like you can feel when something's coming towards you and you know to defend, you know the right thing to do at the right time without actually having to think about it. Feels like a good time to have a rest and a pause and a break as well. There's something to wait for. And it seems like you're excited, but there's something tense about it. Like there's something stressful. It's like you have to spend money. You get something in exchange for the money. But then it's a bit stressful. Like you pay, say like you're ordering online and you pay for something. You're not sure if it's real or it's like a scam or if the product's going to be as you hope it's going to be or whatever. And it's like you're waiting for the product to come. That's the kind of energy I'm picking up on. And you may be like annoyed. You have to wait for something. But yeah, it seems like there's someone cool who can help you. And I say like you want something good for a good price, and they're a real estate agent and they get really excited to try and find it for you. Like if you're phoning like, hey, I've got absolutely nowhere to live, I don't know what I'm gonna do, I just don't know if you've got anything at all that could help me. They'll be like, right, okay, then I'm absolutely so excited, let's help you. Let's see what we can do. This person's really well dressed and very aggressive. And they're not someone to trust in general, but they would want to do their job. Like, duh, of course they want to do their job. They love doing their job well because it's just like their hobby kind of thing. Like, they just exist to work. They're a bit of a workaholic. Well, she's a bit of a workaholic. And she's really excited to just do it, like, just do the job. So she'll help you, but not because she's like nice or something, but she's going to help you because it's her job.